What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited. I'm so excited because of what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about how we can make 2021 a successful year. 2020, I'm not sure about you, but my 2020, yeah, 2020. But the beauty is that we keep going. We have to keep going, and so that's what this video is all about. This video is about leaving 2020 where it is, taking what we can take from 2020, invest it back into our 2021 and make it a golden year. So that's the purpose of this video. I am going to share with you guys, after all the craziness of 2020, what type of mindset do you need to go into 2021 with in order to make it a successful year. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Tyrana and this is Tyrana TV, a place for entrepreneurship and self-development. We are all about taking control of our lives. We are all about taking control of our mindsets. So if that is something you're trying to achieve, make sure that you join us by hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget the notification button as well, so you do not miss out on videos that we share every single week. Right, 2020 was a very peculiar year. It wasn't the best year, but I just feel like with all that negativity, focusing on them doesn't solve the problem, it just amplifies it. So I want to leave 2020 on the bright note. I want to focus on all the good things that came out of 2020, and one of it is awareness. This was the year where many people realized that they've got an immune system. This was the year where many people understood how important it is to take care of yourself. They understood how important it is to love each other, to care for each other, to be there for each other, to spend time with each other. And so if you take the negativity and transit into 2020 with the same vibe, same spirit, same mindset, same person, then you are missing the point, because I feel like 2020 is here to teach us a lesson. I made a video about the 9 lessons that I've learned from the COVID-19, and you find it here. But yeah, I just feel like it is important to live this year transform and on a bright note. I feel like there's no point in holding back and dragging all your anxieties and your difficulties and your problem into 2020. I feel like regardless of your situation right now, it is important that you find that bright note, that you find those positive things that happen in 2020, because there are a lot. There are a lot. If it's not just the fact that you're up and healthy, just think about how awakened you are right now. If after this 2020 you go into 2021 as the same person, what a waste. That's a waste. I'm sorry, but we have to be transformed. You can't go through a pandemic like this. You can't go through a crisis like this one and come out the same person. You've got to come out differently. How have you changed? What have you learned? For me, the main lesson that I learned in 2020 is to not take my life for granted anymore. If I am alive, I might as well make it count. I've been thinking of all these people who lost their lives in 2020, and the question I would love to ask them is, how would you like to be remembered? They're gone now. Some of them were very wealthy and their wealth is still there, and it's just, I know the rich person who died, or I know the poor person who died. I think that one of the things that causes people to remember someone in a vibrant way is the way that person made them feel. And so if you have added to somebody's life in a way that that person can't repay you, that is powerful. So for me, one of the lessons that I've learned and that I want to apply in my 2020 is to add value. If I can add value to someone else's life, That's magical. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about in terms of making 2020 a successful year is to find your life purpose. 2020 is that type of year that forces you to stop and ask yourself the right question. Are you really serving your purpose? Are you actually doing the job that you were put here to do? I believe that we all have a purpose. I believe that we all are here to serve each other in different ways. And so when you find your purpose, when you serve in your purpose, you feel fulfilled and you feel happier, you feel like you're using your life efficiently. You know, we've got another chance, another new year, another fresh start. And so why do you want to keep doing the same thing again and again, expecting a different result? Or why do you want to do the same thing again and again when you feel like you don't feel fulfilled, when you feel like you feel empty doing it, when you feel like it doesn't feel right? If it doesn't feel right, find what feels right. Maybe that's not your purpose. And so come on, life is short. People are losing their lives. So if you're still here healthy and breathing, do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy, because that's the only way you're gonna feel alive. You're gonna feel like all the atoms of your body are vibrating every time you do what you do, because you love it, you're in it, you're serving your soul, you're serving the universe, you're serving the human race. And that's just beautiful. If you don't know what is your purpose, it's okay. We are coming out of a pandemic, and there are a lot of things that will change. There are a lot of new way of doing things and new, habits. And this is the perfect time to be creative. This is a perfect time to serve people. What is on demand right now that you can position yourself as a supplier? How can you serve people right now in a way that they will feel like, wow, this is exactly what I need? And so I think that's the type of mindset that you should have right now going into 2021. I think that there will be, even if you're doing a business, there is a lot of opportunities right now in terms of businesses, in terms of coming up with the ideas. There are a lot of things that are changing, and there's a lot of ways you can serve people. I mean, think of it, for example, we're talking about sanitizing places, being clean at the moment. Everybody want to show that they're the cleanest of in town. Every businesses want to show that, look, we are respecting the rules, we are clean, we are this and that. And so, for example, you might decide to create a cleaning company. You position yourself as the sanitizer of the century, and you're specialized into going in restaurants and cleaning. I don't know, I'm just coming up with some stupid things, but I'm sure you know what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is that there is a shift. This is the time to be creative. This is the time to really step and isolate yourself and really focus on what makes you vibrate. What is your purpose? How do you want to serve people? What do you want to do that makes you feel like, I'm one with the universe, I'm one with my soul? Take the time to rethink, to reevaluate, to study how you feel, to study where you are, to study what you're doing right now, to study if it's what you want to do, to study if it doesn't feel right. If it doesn't feel right, find what feels right. That's just that. The second thing that is important in terms of mindset, the success mindset, to make 2020 a successful year, is to stop making excuses. We need to live that type of habit in 2020. This is 2021. It's not the time anymore to make excuses. We don't have time. What do we learn from 2020? We do not possess time. So there's no time for you to keep saying, oh, I'm not sure, maybe I should try in 6 months time. Oh, I'm not sure, maybe I should wait a little bit till I'm ready, or till I got this or that. We don't have time. If there's one thing I learned in 2020, is that We do not possess. Time does not belong to us. If you can stand up today and say, oh, I'm still breathing, go for it. Stop making excuses. You don't need a map. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to know where to start or where to go. I know there's some gurus out there that will tell you that, oh, you need to have a business plan, you need to do this and that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, map out a little bit what is your strategy, but I'm saying that sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes you have no idea about what you're doing. The only way to find out is to just jump. Sometimes the how is not your problem, it's not your concern. It's just the now that matters. And right now, it's time to jump. And you just jump and you're going to figure out as you're going. You're going to learn as you're going. You're going to make mistakes. Of course, you're going to make mistakes. And that's just how you're going to learn to swim. If you're afraid that you don't have enough capital to start with, like, just start. Start even if it's small. Start. Don't wait the day you will have $10,000. Don't wait, or pound. Don't wait the day you're gonna have all the knowledge. Just jump. Stop making excuses. Time is flying. Time tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. My next step, I think I touched it already, is to not be afraid to dream big. I feel like 2020 has impacted people emotionally and maybe mentally in many ways. And I feel like going into 2021, it is important to remember that we still can dream, and we still can dream big regardless of where you're standing right now as a consequence of the pandemic. It is important to reconsider your goals, to reconsider your dreams, and to dream bigger than you ever dreamed before. Dream bigger than you ever dreamed before. That's the spirit. That's how you get out of a mess. You are in the middle of a mess. 2020 was a mess. This is a fresh start for us. It is important that you kick it like you mean it. Set goals and be determined. Know that you can do it. This is the time for that. So I'm behind you, like boop, 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 boop. Another thing that I've learned from 2020, and I think that it's part of the shift. For example, our grandparents needed to be physically strong to show that, look, I can work hard. I am fit for factory. I can earn more money. I can work so many hours and not get tired because I am fit. I am physically strong. That is the power. That was the power then. But today, this is power. Information is power. The more you know, the more you're valuable. Now you know what to do. So start thinking of courses that you can take. Start thinking of, trainings that you can take. Think about the area that you want to brush up. What are the skills that you want to acquire? This is the right mindset if you want to make your 2020 a successful year. Another thing that we need to consider as we want to make our 2021 a successful year is to stop wasting time. We picked up a lot of bad habits during this lockdown. One of them is, wasting our time. We were locked in, we had only TV to watch, or we had only our phone, scrolling up and down again and again, hour after hours, just there, not going anywhere. We're going from Facebook to Instagram, from Instagram to Google, from Google to YouTube to back to Instagram, TikTok to Facebook. And we can't take that into 2021. That's a habit you need to leave behind you. The point before this point was to invest in yourself. If you're thinking of investing in yourself, it takes time. It takes time to sit down and read materials. It takes time to sit down and research. It takes time to forge new skills. And so if you are wasting your time, if you're using that time to just gossip around, see what is happening in people's lives, then you're wasting a big good chunk of your life, of your time like that. If you have that attitude that I don't want to waste my time, I don't want to just entertain things that are not adding value to me, then it's something that will impact your year in a successful way. Another point that I wanted to share, and this is a personal point, is that 2020 teaches me that you need to take your life in hand. You stop waiting for the government to provide for you. Stop waiting for anybody to give you permission to stand up and go for things that will empower you and give you the sense of freedom in terms of yourself. And I don't know how to put this seriously. What I'm trying to say is that it is important that you take responsibility for your life. I'm not denying how much the government have done to support businesses and people and all that, which is just a blessing in its way. But I think as a person, as an individual, it is important to strive to be independent in the way that, regardless of what is happening, within reason, you can take care of yourself. I think thinking of that gives you more drive, it gives you more determination to succeed. The last thing that I want to talk about in terms of making 2021 a successful year is to be grateful. I feel like so many bad things happen in 2020 that can cause us to not see the good things. As I said at the beginning of this video, I feel like there are a lot of good things that we can take out of this 2020. We are still here, we're still daring to dream, we're still going, we're still having a shot at life, we're still having a second chance, a fresh start. I feel like gratitude should be the foundation of a successful year. I feel like going into 2020 being thankful, being prayerful, being grateful of another chance, another fresh start. It's a powerful note in starting this new piece. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I will see you guys in another video. Peace.